Well, folks, I'm well underway in my build of the Boyuu, I guess that's how you pronounce it, single-ended tube amplifier. So I've got quite a bit of the wiring done, not nearly all of it though. So still got miles to go, and I'm just getting to the stage where I'm going to be mounting the RCA jacks and the banana plugs onto the back of the chassis here. You can see I've got one fitted there just as a trial. And in my kit, I got these interesting little doodads, and I'm not quite sure what they're for. And I know that this one obviously relates to the RCAs, and you can actually see the little RCA board, and it's got the switch on the back for the CD, PC, I guess they call it, or auxiliary, whatever you want to call it. And I do know that, what you'll end up getting is all four RCAs sort of in there, and that's where the signal goes through. And then somehow you got to get the ground from here up to this board. I suspect, and this is where I'm sort of asking for advice as to what this chummy actually does. I'm guessing it's a little bit of an insulator to insulate the fittings here, the RCA jacks, from the actual case. And I'm thinking, and this is maybe where I'm guessing, but it just makes sense to me that this printed circuit stuff here would go on the inside like that, and then the fitting would go through. You'd have these little washers, and then you have this little grounding post that sticks out the side. And I would imagine that what'll happen is we'll have all four RCAs sort of with the grounding posts meeting in the middle, and then I would probably solder them as a common ground. And then this actually acts as a conductor for those grounding, I don't know what you call them, pins or flat washers or whatever. And then of course this part with the signal actually up the middle meets on this little board here, which is mounted inside there over those four holes. And I guess somehow I've got to get a small little wire up to, I'm thinking, this outside pathway here is the grounding pathway. So I would have to mate that to that, and then I know how this is wired. I've found photos and diagrams on how to wire this up to the volume control over here. But anyway, so I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I don't want to, commit to doing all the soldering and putting it in and then find out I've got something backwards. And then the other question I have is with regards to these banana jacks that go for the 0, 4, and 8 ohm. Not sure why you'd have a 0 ohm load and want to plug any speaker in, but anyway, that's what it says. Of course, these don't have any kind of traceways on it, so they're not printed circuit boards by any stretch of the imagination, like this kind of is. So I'm just thinking it's probably just an insulation for the the back of the banana fitting here to prevent it from these chummies here from touching the case or whatever and grounding out on the case. Hopefully that's correct. I think that's how I'll proceed, and hopefully somebody can let me know whether I'm correct or not. Thank you for watching, and if I've got anything incorrect, please pipe up and let me know so I don't do all kinds of work for nothing. Thank you for and there's the inside of the case. You can have a look at it, and as I'm proceeding, if you can see anything there that's untowards. I am a newbie at this, so please let me know. Thanks for watching.